So in your foundation is the King of Wands. And so Wands energy is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a energy or attributes of someone who is successful in business, successful in personal interactions with people, can be thought of as someone charming, and likes adventure and likes to be adventurous. So looking for business opportunities that are exciting to him, looking to engage with other people who also have the same type of drive and ambition. And so this is a king who typically rules fairly. He just likes action. He wants to be at the center of things, perhaps. I think it's the type of energy that when this person walks into the room, everybody notices. It just commands attention. There's charisma with the King of Wands. So it's your current position. You could be that you have this charisma and you have this charm and this energy and this desire to be adventurous. It could be at your office, someone that you're with, perhaps someone that you're dating. What's crossing you is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is this wheel that's constantly in motion, the wheel of life. And all of the events that go within our life on the wheel is constantly spinning. So this tells us that you're busy. You face the challenge, perhaps an obstacle of being busy, a lot of things going on. You know, these are random events and planned events. It's the whole thing that the universe is just tossing down. And so really how you deal with things and how you deal with these events is unique to you. And, you know, it's just to be mindful that we're on top of the wheel and sometimes we're at the bottom of the wheel. And the wheel can change directions. So be flexible. Be able to adapt. And don't hold on to some outcomes because sometimes things don't work out maybe the way that you want them to do. And maybe the universe and destiny and fate has its own plan for you, and the wheel is constantly moving. So this is about things in movement. In your foundation, again, more movement, 8 of Wands, and more wands of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this can be that you're going to be beginning some projects, and you're throwing your wands into the air and you're getting started on being inspired, finding your passions, doing things that you enjoy. It also could represent that some projects are coming to an end. And so these could be hurtling towards earth. So however this reads to you, that there's a sense of new projects beginning or projects ending, but you're thinking about what's next. This also suggests communication, that messages are coming your way, maybe emails that you need to return or decisions that you have to make. That if you're thinking right now that you're coming up with some information that people need and it's a quick decision that needs to be reached from your perspective and from your point of view. So 8 of Wands, messages coming through, communication. Some say the possibility of maybe news of a romance. So in your recent past, we have the Tower. And you see the people tumbling out when the walls come tumbling down. I think John Mellencamp said that in one of his songs. And so really there's a sense here of the foundations crumbling. So often people get like a knee-jerk reaction when they see the Tower in a reading. But the truth is, the Tower is about cleaning out the debris in your life that probably needs to be cleaned out, making way for new opportunities. This is a chance for you to transform, to rise like a phoenix, that there is something that may come and may be a shocking end to a relationship. It may be something unexpected happening at work. But this is news that might shake the foundation. And yes, it can be challenging, and you may feel at a loss, but ultimately, you'll be able to get through this. And, when the Tower happens and it turns up in a reading, it's always important to focus on that it may lead you down the path of finding something even better, of building a stronger foundation for your life. One of passion, one of fulfillment. So In your recent past, maybe something has happened that has shaken you up just a bit or is causing you to turn and to act in a different direction. What's crowning you is the Ten of Pentacles. And with Pentacles, we have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this is a card of happiness at home, of legacies, of generations here. You see the patriarch, the dogs, the children, the couple, the beautiful home, financial security. So this would be a time for you to be on top of investments, of your budget, of money, maybe college funds, but it's really ensuring that your family is well provided for. And so you've been working hard and been able to provide material comforts for your family. Where you are right now is the Page of Pentacles. Again, more pentacle energy, focusing on money or work or resources. And with this Page of Pentacles, we see that this is youthful energy. And he's standing there, he's observing, he's holding his pentacle as if he's studying it, looking for the answer. And so really with the page, there's a sense of learning and of building knowledge and acquiring knowledge and loving doing that. And so at whatever age you are, if you want to pursue something new, a new hobby, a new aspect of your career, it's never too late to have this youthful enthusiasm that the page brings. This could also suggest that maybe within your family time or your relatives coming in, that there's some young folks going to be around, maybe at the office, maybe at home. But the page brings a deliberate, practical approach of gaining knowledge, building experience, and building expertise. Where you are right now is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a card of transition, of movement, again, more movement. And you can see that this boatsman is pushing the oar and moving the little boat with the person here in the shroud and then the child here protected by these swords. And swords, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And so this Six of Swords may indicate that there's a situation that you've been facing or been dealing with and that you're just like, I've had enough and I'm going to move on. So if it's a relationship that's not been serving you and that you've been unhappy, you may ultimately reach the point where you're like, I've got to go. I've got to move past this and get to these clearer, calmer waters. If it's a job, same thing of feeling to have to move on. And your environment is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is a great card because this is really a gift, a blessing, an opportunity that the universe is just handing right to you. And you can see the hand there grasping and pushing the wand to you. And this is about creation and being inspired and finding your enthusiasms and your passions in life and doing something with it. So whether that's starting a new enterprise, a new business, or learning a new skill, something within your field, or if it's learning a new hobby, going back to school, there's a sense here of take this opportunity to create and create something that's going to bring meaning to your life. This is a card of a blessing to you to go out there and to make things happen, to manifest. Your hopes and fears, this Two of Pentacles, more pentacle energy. Juggling, having to juggle your finances, maybe having to juggle relationships, juggle your time, particularly in the month of December, of having to coordinate everything that needs to be done before the end of the year. And whether you are trying to juggle social obligations, thinking about a New Year's Eve party or holiday parties or travel plans, it's a lot on your plate. And so this tells us that you're pretty busy and that you are, trying to find a balance that's going to work for you. Often this can go towards money, and you might have to juggle some money as if you have children and you're getting presents for them for the holiday. and you just have to maybe borrow from one place get to another place. But there's a sense here that you really have to stay on top of it and always juggling, regardless of what's happening in the background. You can see the ships on the rough waves here. You still have to juggle. Juggling can be exhausting. Having to juggle and having to make things work for you can be really tiring. So again, think of your energy and your reserves and trying to build places where you can recover and you can relax. And your outcome is the Eight of Cups. So we have this cup energy, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we see the man here leaving the 8 cups behind with his walking stick, walking under the moon in the darkness by himself. And so this is perhaps leaving behind something that was unfulfilling to you. And again, looking for what is going to make you happy. Whether this relates to leaving a relationship and getting back out into the dating scene, or whether this is trying for a new job or a new position within the company, this is a sense of, you're ready to leave a lot of resources behind in order to find happiness. You're really saying, I don't care. I need to find some peace. And so, that's quite interesting here with that. So let me just take a look at what we have, driven by the Tower. Is that we have this Tower and news that has come in, or things have been so busy, you've been so active in your recent past. Some Tower moment has maybe shaken up the foundation and you feel that you need to rebuild it. You need to make it better for yourself. Again, the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of things in motion in either planning stages with the Page, where you're planning, you're observing, you're watching, you're trying to figure it all out. And then ultimately, this desire to create and to manifest, with the with the Ace of Wands, we have movement, again, transitioning here. And then with the Eight of Cups, another card that tells us that there's a situation that you want to move away from, that you want to get to a better place that's going to make you feel better. Oh, and you're crowning, you're looking for the happy family and working for your family, what's best for your family, for your legacy, for the family's legacy. And then a lot of energy in trying to balance and keep things together. Whether it's your debts, your budget, your obligations, your desire to move on, you're just trying to get all the pieces to work out for you. So a lot of movement, a lot of something is up and underway for you in December, Virgo. So I'd like to pull an oracle card for love. Communication. So we have, looks like TVs, we have letters, we have phones, of staying connected. Communicate with someone, reach out, stay in touch, stay connected. Don't let time pass too long. If you need to be in touch with someone, and again, the thinking of communication here with the Eight of Wands and this communication card here. So keep the lines open and stay in touch with people. And keep communication, just keep it real and keep it honest. It's a nice way to double check in on your life. And then finally, to close the reading, I'd like to pull a focus area, a card to help us, think about the month, maybe meditate on it, or practice area. And this is fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So this fertility card, for some, maybe you're thinking about children and having children. Others may be thinking of, what did it say here? Giving birth to new conditions. out of the Tower moment is the chance to give birth to a new situation, to create a stronger foundation. And again, the card here of manifesting, of building something, doing something that is passionate for you with enthusiasm, with energy. Birth of new ideas, the desire to achieve, the desire to build a fulfilling life that you want to walk towards, that you want to go towards, that you want to explore, that you need to travel to. So, beautiful card.